Hello students, today we are going to study chapter number 3 of EVS. The name of the chapter is Developmental Journey of Seed. In this chapter we are going to study the following topics. First is what is seed, second is classification of seeds, third is types of seeds, fourth is sprout formation from a seed, and the last is germination of seed. So let's start with the first topic. What is seed? Seed is a part of a seed plant which can grow into a new plant. Students, do you know what are the basic requirements which seed need to grow? Well, a seed needs soil, water, air and sunlight. Soil gives nutrients to the seed which helps it to grow into a sapling, then plant and then into a tree. Similarly, a seed needs water and sunlight also in adequate amount to grow. Now observe the pictures carefully. You have to give the answers for the questions given below on the basis of these pictures. You can see in the first picture that a seed is resting below the ground. Also you can see the mountains and the sun is shining in the sky. Then in second picture you can see that the seed below the ground is getting ready to grow. Also you can see the moon in the sky and the mountains. In third picture, rainy season is shown. And in fourth picture, you can see that the seed has become a large tree and the sun and mountains are seen behind the tree. Also you can see grass is growing around the tree. So how it happens? Well, it happens because the seed gets air, water, sunlight and the nutrients from the soil which helps the seed to grow into a big tree. Now, answer the following questions. Now, first question is, what do you see in the first picture? The seed is resting below the ground. Next is what is seen in the second picture. The seed is getting ready to grow. Next is which season is shown in the third picture. So the rainy season shown in the third picture. And the last, what do you see in the fourth picture? The seed is grown into a large tree. Next is classification of seeds. Seeds are classified into three types: cereals, pulses and oilseeds. Let's explore the classified types. First is cereals. The seeds which turned into broken pieces or powder are known as cereals. For example, rice, wheat, jowar, corn, etc. They are highly rich in carbohydrates. Next is pulses. The seeds which are broken into two equal halves are known as pulses. For example, kidney beans, that is called rajma also, dry peas, green gram, black gram beans, etc. They are highly rich in proteins. Next is oil seeds. The seeds releasing oil while breaking into pieces for making paste or powder are known as oil seeds. For example, olive oil, coconut oil, soybean oil, cottonseed oil, peanut seed oil, etc. They are rich in vitamins, minerals and fatty acids. Now let us do exercise based on what we learned. Classify the following as cereals, pulses and oil seeds. So here some names are given like soybean, dry peas, kidney beans, rice, coconut, oats, pigeon peas, cotton seed, maize, almond, barley, green gram. So we have to classify them. Let's take first soya bean. It falls under the oil seed. Then dry peas. It falls under the pulses. Kidney beans. It again falls under the pulses. Rice. It falls under the cereals. Coconut. It falls under the oil seeds. Oats. It falls under the cereals. Pigeon peas. It falls under the pulses. Cotton seed. Again it falls under the oil seeds. Maize. It falls under the cereals. Almond. It falls under the oil seeds. Barley. It falls under the cereals. And the last is green gram, which falls under the pulses. Now here is the exercise. You have to try to do it by yourself. You have to classify cereals, pulses and oil seeds, the names given at the box. Next is types of seeds. There are two types of seeds. First is monocot seeds and the second is dicot seeds. Monocot seeds. Mono means single. Seeds which cannot be split into two equal halves are known as monocot seeds. Means whenever we will break them, it will convert it into powder form or into small pieces. For example, rice, wheat, maize, oat, etc. Dicot seeds. Di means two seed. Seeds which can be split into two equal halves are known as dicot seeds. For example, mango seeds, lychee seeds, tomatoes, peanuts, etc. Let us do an exercise on what we learned. Classify the following as monocot or dicot seeds from the box. Here the some names are given: wheat, pigeon peas, mustard, bajra, maize, rice, almond, mango seed, peanut, corn. Now we have to classify them into monocot or dicot. So let's take wheat first. Wheat is a monocot seed. Pigeon peas, it is a dicot seed. Mustard, it falls under the monocot. Bajra, it falls under the monocot. Maize, it falls under the monocot again. Rice, it falls under the monocot. Almond, it falls again under the dicot. Mango seed, again it falls under the dicot. Peanut, it falls under the dicot. Corn, it falls under the monocot. Now, here is an exercise for you. Try to do it for yourself. You have to classify monocot or dicot from the box. The next is sprout formation from a seed. So students, it is a very interesting topic that how sprout formation takes place from a seed. Let's observe the process day by day through a pictures. We will be able to see how the changes take place in the monocot and dicot seed. For monocot seed, we will take wheat, and for dicot, we will take mung seeds to understand the process. Let's start with wheat seeds. Then we will observe the same for mung seeds also. Let's take a few wheat seeds in a bowl and add some water in it as shown in the figure. The next day you will observe the change in wheat seeds as shown in figure. On day 3 you are able to see the sprouts of wheat seeds are completely formed. Similarly, now we will observe for moong seeds. Let's take the moong seeds in a bowl and add some water in it as shown in the image. The next day, you will observe the change in moong seeds as shown in the picture. On day 3, you are able to see the sprouts of moong seeds are completely formed. So this is how sprouts are formed. I hope you were able to understand what we learned today. Students, here is an activity for you based on what we learned. Take 2-3 monocot and dicot seeds, put them in a bowl, add adequate amount of water. Then observe the change in seeds daily and you will see sprout formation. And I am sure, students, that you will like to do this activity. Next is germination of seed. Now, what is germination? The growth of a seed into a young plant or a seedling is called a germination. In this process, the seed is required all the basic requirements which we had discussed earlier, that is water, air, sunlight in sufficient amount. Now observe the diagram carefully given below. You can see that there are different stages of germination. First stage is embryo, second stage is seed coat, third stage is cotyledon, and the fourth stage is foliage leaves. Now you are able to see that the underground portion is the root system and the portion which we are able to see with our eyes, that is the shoot system. Let's explore all the stages. Embryo. It is the tiny plant inside the seed which will develop into the adult plant. Next, seed coat. It is the hard protective outer covering around the embryo and it also stores the food. Cotyledon. Cotyledon then transform into the first leaf of the seedling that have growth from the seed. Last is foliage leaves. Foliage leaves are very important part as it develops into several more leaves which helps in the process of photosynthesis. Now students, it's time for activity for you. In a small flower pot, you can plant any seed, for example moong dal. Water the seeds daily in adequate amount. See that they are exposed to sunlight. Then observe them daily and share your experience about this activity. Now here I conclude the chapter, and if you have any queries, note it down in your notebook. We will solve it in interaction video session. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Bye-bye. Take care.